Good afternoon, Rando fans. Here we are again for another lovely SMZ3 tournament race between the one and only crossproduct and hydrapower78. I am Semper Dog, and I will be joined by my co-commentator All Cheese in just a little bit once he gets his everything set up. Uh, Today should be a really good race. Another wonderful one of these. Hopefully not as cursed as some of the ones that I've commentated in the past. So let's get that hype up and make sure that it's not cursed. No curse hype today. So we are ready. We're just waiting for the countdown to begin, and then we will get to see what's going on here. We are going to take a quick shout out to rank 1. Oh, never mind. We'll do that later because we're off. And as you see, both runners are going to start in Super Metroid so they can change their controls and whatnot. And then they're probably going to bolt straight into Link to the Past because that's where there's far more stuff to far more stuff to get there than there is here. However, I have been wrong in the past, and sometimes I do take the gamble down to Brinstar. But they're both going the direction I thought they would be going in. So we'll probably see what's on the island here, which is just a piece of heart, and then we'll get a save and quit. Now, usually they tend to go straight to the Sanctuary or Link's house. Obviously, they're the only two places you can really save and quit to. And then some of them go straight to Uncle, and some of them go to a Houlihan. We will see. It looks like they're both going to the Uncle, so outstanding. I apologize for the screaming toddler in the background. He's having a really bad day. So we didn't get. We got a single rupee from the Uncle and a piece of heart from the sewer. So that's, ugh, poop. Bunch of garbo. And we got 3 hundo sitting in the sanctuary. So I guess maybe we don't need to do our Houlihan because we got enough cash. All right, and we're gonna go up. We're gonna get another tree pull. This is gonna be a tier 1. I don't know. It's a tier 1 or maybe a tier 2. I don't know. And then, ooh, hey, look at that! Bush crab's dropping bombs today. Oh no! Hydropower. That bomb landed inside the lumberjack dude, and he couldn't get it. That's unfortunate. But on the aggro ledge today, we have Spring Ball. Looks like we're not getting that today. Luckily for normal mode, Spring Ball is not required for anything, so it's just a convenience item. No, we don't even need to buy bombs either, so this is great. Just everything's being given to you right now. You get free bombs, free money, pizzas everywhere. And in Blind's Hut, we get 10, or Blind Thieves Hideout, excuse me, the Thieves Hideout, we get 10 sticks. Yeah, Spring Ball is a great item. It's just, it's not progression. Not in normal mode. I think in hard mode it can be used for Spring Ball jumps, which allows you to do things that you don't normally able to do. But here in normal mode, it's just nice to have. Now we get to see what's in the basement of Blind's hideout. Kakariko's usually got some pretty good things, so we can see what we got today. Hopefully let's get an early morph ball. That'd be nice. So we got a Nope tank, some more bombs, space jump. There's our can fly, nice and early. So now we can fly. Samus can fly. Absolutely great. With some mediocre explosives in the back. So, space jump out of that whole hype. That's good hype right there. That's good. All right, now I missed the first item in the well. It was supers, and then 300 more rupees in the back of the well. Outstanding, and another 300 in the front of the well. So, holy cow, we got like 900 rupees already. That's enough to buy anything we could possibly want in this entire game. I think that's enough for every rupee required check, to be honest. We got an energy tank from the bottle vendor, which early energy tanks are really nice to have. And we're going to see what is in the chicken hut. No chicken clip today, though. Morph ball! Oh, yeah! That's a big find. That's an early morph ball. Just what we wanted to see. That opens up so much more for our runners to do. The only thing we don't have, but I don't think we've seen a power bomb pack yet, so that kind of does negate some of the things we were able to do in Super Metroid. Now, what is going to be resting on the library ledge? So, cross product doing the memes that he always does, going to talk to the guy in the front of the tavern. Super missiles on the race ledge. Probably not going to get those today. So now Hydrapower is going to go over and do the South Shore checks. There was just a 5 bomb capacity on top of the library ledge, so we're probably not going back for that. That map check was awful fast. I saw a red crystal at Desert, and I think a blue crystal at Eastern. I did not see Hera. And I am joined by my co-commentator, All Cheese No Sauce. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Just if you've been having the technical issues as always. So far, we've found space jump, morph ball. That's about it. Nothing else useful.
Wow. Where's Morph Ball?
Morph ball was in the chicken hut.
Oh wow, that is definitely some quick access to Super Metroid.
It gives us like a couple checks because we haven't found any bombs or morph ball bombs or power bombs yet, but it does give us the space jump, which is the can fly, which lets us do a whole bunch of other stuff too. So hopefully we find something soon.
Yes.
To answer a question in chat, the link below crossproduct is the sponsors of this tournament. They are going to be handing out a cash prize. Frank1.global is a kind of like a Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, social media. There we go. That's the thing I was looking for gamers that lets you show what kind of games you want to play and what games you are playing and all that other stuff. So they're providing cash prize for this tournament. So go on and give them check them out, see what they're all about. We got a cape in Mini Moldorm Cave. Cape, sword, lamp. That could lead to early Aga.
You hate to see it if that is the case, but there are still many more item checks to go before it comes to that, hopefully.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, with my track record in this game, doing commentary, I've seen more Aga seeds than I should have, and I've seen more Agaped seeds than I ever want to dream about.
Oh wow, that is a very low probability thing for SMZ3 based on the logic. That
I
both of
know.
those things.
You're telling me. Getting confirmation from our tracker, Red Flame Coon? Razor Flame Coon. Sorry, I can't read apparently. That Hera was a red pendant. That's where I got the red from. Sorry, Razor. My bad. And in the ice cavern, ice cave, ice rod cave, icy. So far,
Yes.
just another piece of heart. I see ice. So, by the fact that they're both walking away, makes me believe that they're gonna go fake flipper to Zora. Hydropower using a bomb to set up a bomb transition. And crossproduct just doing what he's doing. Just hopping in the normal way. Bombs work too, although with that low health, I would have been very careful with that because one hit now you're gonna have to, game over, save and quit. Oh
And
ho ho! The Moon Pearl on the Zora ledge. I'm sorry if I jump on top of you a lot. I'm an excited guy.
no, that is fair. That is exciting to see, but that does require flippers, and is something that fake flippers will not accomplish.
Not without having a bunch of other items to do the ancillary glitch, which I don't understand, but I see how it works. You basically overload the amount of splash deletion. You overload the amount of sprites on screen, and then let yourself get in the water that way, which they don't have the items necessary to do that.
Ah. And I'm not sure. I know both of these runners are very skilled at. I'm not sure they also are willing to do that in such a race.
Probably not. They're not going to go that far out of it. We'll have to come back for that Pearl, which means I'm thinking that Pearl's probably or something. Flipper's going to be fairly early, but they could be fairly early in both Link to the Past and or Super Metroid. So we're still looking for our Morph Ball bombs or Power bombs, which is more likely.
And we still need the mitts or the gloves and the hammer to even make use of that Moon Pearl. So it might be a ways off until flippers even come into mind.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we got Hydropower taking the dip down into the back of the front of Escape, I should say, or the dungeon, or whatever you want to call it. It's got many different names.
Oh, and doing a bomb escape, I see.
It's the only weapon they have so far. Cross Product's not going to go down the dungeon yet. He's going to go and check out what Sasparilla's got for us. And maybe just find out where that green pendant's located. These guards are so dumb, they're running into a wall. Hey, why don't you run away from the bomb? Hey! Of course, he checks the green pendant, and I definitely was not looking. There's our first car. Oh, and the boots!
It is in... Oh, the green pendant is in pod.
That's... Ugh. That's a bad place, because there's a lot of items in pod.
That is true, but on the other hand, assuming they get the mirror, it's pretty easy to redeem the pendant pretty quickly upon completion of pod, since Sarsaparilla is right over there.
Very true, and if you can complete pod, that means you can also complete Eastern.
Yes.
Which is usually done in a combo, because they're right there. Same spot, you need the same items, basically. Cross Product's taking the dip into Eastern, and Hydropower is going to follow right behind him. So Hydropower didn't get anything from that dungeon, the dungeon escape there, or whatever. I don't even know what to call it anymore. But he'll be playing catch up.
Well, I know that Hydrapower is primarily a Link to the Past runner over Metroid, so he'll be very happy to see those boots quickly.
I don't know of any runners who aren't happy to see boots.
That's very true as well. Boots are.
I mean, I just like to rack up my bonk counter. We're 50-50 for items so far in Eastern Palace. We've got one dungeon item and one actual item. First item being super missiles. But chat is right. We do have the option to go into Super Metroid now and do some clearing. With 5 power bombs, it's not enough to do everything, but it's definitely opening up some doors.
Yeah, you want to see at least 10 power bombs to do Bryn Loop pretty successfully, and really ideally 15.
Anything beyond that is just comfort.
Exactly.
The second item in Eastern was 20 rupees, so we've got one more. We don't have the big key, so there's no more logical checks, because this next check is out of logic because it's a dark room. Probably the easiest set of dark rooms in the game, but still out of logic.
Yes, I was going to say, even I can do these dark rooms, and I am not very skilled.
I can do them if I have a sword. Cross Product's getting bullied by the little tentacly thing there. I don't even know what those things are up, and Cross Product takes a death.
Oh. Oh, no. No, he's... Oh.
I think he was just habitually doing a save and quit.
Yeah.
Or save and continue. So now he's going to check Bonk Rocks.
Well, unlike the Dark Room and the rest of Eastern, this is in logic, so it's probably for the best.
Sometimes going out of logic is beneficial, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Cross Product is very skilled at Super Metroid, so I imagine he'll go out of logic pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Though the space jump puts a lot of things in logic already to start. There's not there aren't that many more items you need in Super Metroid. Bombs, morph ball, space jump.
Yep, and that's about it. I mean, maybe some more ammo, obviously, because you can't beat the game without at least 60 supers. Or charge beam. Either way. The first thing he's going to do is go check the criteria power bombs, which is the upper portion of the landing area. For a disappointing 10 sticks, and Hydropower is going to be right behind him. To answer a question in chat, in logic means that the items are placed in such a way that it's kind of like the way the game expects you to beat the game. And items that are logically placed means that the game has placed them in such a manner for you to... There's the flippers in the mode. Wow. Has placed the items in a manner in which that you are supposed to get them with certain items. Now, you can break the sequences of the games by doing fake flippers and all sorts of other nonsense like speedballs and whatnot to get through, and sequence break items, which is going out of logic, which means that the item is... It's a chain, and you've broken the chain. So now you've got to find the links to put the chain back together. I know that's kind of a convoluted way of saying it, but I tried my best.
Yes, I could not have said it better myself. But yes, with those flippers, we have 1/3 of Dark World access. We just are requiring those additional items to get those checks in. It's a pretty open seed to start. If if that happens. If it doesn't happen, then maybe we'll be in Super Metroid for a while.
I sure hope so, because it's always more exciting to see Super Metroid, because it's far riskier, especially in the early game when you have no health.
Oh yes, especially doing Phantoon right now, as cross-product's about to, with absolutely just two E-tanks and the original suit.
And we found our meme beam Spazer in the Alpha Power Bomb area, which is sweet, because early beams, the power beam just sucks. So having Spazer actually brings up a little bit more firepower, which is kind of nice, and it also widens your beam. Now, Phantoon is a very dangerous fight. He does a lot of damage, but for these runners, I don't see it being a problem.
Yes, he's got 2,500 health. He, of course, takes double damage from a super missile, but it will enrage him unless you use it as your last shot on him. So 19 regular missiles, and then finish him off with a super missile.
You know far more about it than I do. I definitely just shoot him till he dies.
That is one strategy.
I'm definitely not the epitome of a good Super Metroid runner at all. So I don't know values. I just do things. We get a heart container in the vanilla Spazer room. And down. Oh, he's one missile shy. So Phantoon's now enraged. We got about 30 to 45 seconds of these flame balls just coming out of his face. He's probably just one missile shy, I would say.
That is unfortunate, but each of those flames do 40 damage, and he's only got 44 health.
Now he's got 4.
Ooh.
But he does have reserves, so he's not entirely. He's in danger, but he's not in supreme danger yet.
Oh, I didn't see the reserve.
Yeah. And there he goes. He was one missile shy. That's unfortunate, but he pulls it out with 4 health. Wow, didn't even get a health bomb from that. That's disappointing. Meanwhile, on Hydropower side, he's going over to fight the giant dinosaur Kraid.
No, let's see if he will wind up getting the Kraid DLC where he stands up, so to speak.
Yeah, I would hope not, but we'll see. Nobody ever wants to take Kraid to prom. Oh, yeah, we're gonna see it because his stupid hand blocked the shot.
Ooh, he is like Dikembe Mutombo, the little finger wag blocking the missile.
Kraid's just a giant dinosaur who wants to be a pain in the butt. And down goes Kraid. So cross product's trying to get to Spiky Room of Death without issue. Never mind. I was like, that room is particularly difficult without gravity suit, but he manages to blow through it like it's nothing. Spiky Room of Death, I think, can possibly kill Cross in one shot if he's not careful. However, he made it through no problem, so... We're seeing a lot of hearts in part pieces here early. Nothing progressive yet, so this is getting kind of distressing.
Yeah, it really could be in a lot of places within Super Metroid. There have been none of the racers have checked Brinstar yet, aside from the Kraid area, have checked the Brin Loop.
And the Brim Loop is chock full of stuff too, which is really interesting as to why neither of them went down that way.
I guess both players maybe trying to take a different route, maybe push an advantage that they thought.
You got a Bombos on the Croc escape.
Well, that only needs, with Space Jump, all you need is Varia to put that in logic, or you could be risky and just get enough health tanks to do the Hell Run to do that.
Right, it's definitely, I think it's 2 energy tanks to get to Kraid without a various suit, but it is out of logic because this is normal mode. However, we did pick up the hook shot in the high jump boots location, so that's huge. Early hook shot, they can go out to Death Mountain right now via North Fair and do the East Death Mountain checks. That's going to be a big deal. There's a lot more items over there too, in Paradox Cave and Hookshot Cave, not Hookshot Cave, Spiral Cave.
Yes. And with the boots, you don't have to do the Walk of Shame with Spiral Cave. You can just do that quickly. It's a very painful location to check without boots.
Yeah, sorta. You can do it without with boots, without sword, and bonk into enemies too. So
That's true, but the hook shot makes it a little bit easier too.
speaking of swords, I think Cross Product sees one.
Oh, good timing.
Our first sword in the attic of wrecked ship. Interesting. Stupid key hunter, get out of the way. We already have the cape, so all we need is a lamp. We can go kill Aga. So yeah, we have the cape already. It's just not showing it. We don't have a space for it on the tracker.
Oh, yeah, and we have Moon Pearl, and we have Hookshot and Flippers. That could be some funky Dark World access going on.
Oh yeah, that's happened before. No, but we can get we have the ability to get the Moon Pearl, so it's just a mere quick walk up there. However, we also have Waterfall Fairy in logic now that we have the Flippers as well. Hydropower taking a death? Not sure if... oh, he's trying to do the dark room for the old man.
Well, the good news is if you reach the old man, it just resets you on that floor, so not that much progress lost.
Nah, this dark room's just a pain in the butt regardless.
Yeah. There's that pit that's just right there that you always just think is not there, and then it just is right there.
And he makes it out, so we get to see what the old man's carrying for us out of logic. It's a bottle, which opens up Sick Kid. Now Cross is going to go show us what's in the wreck ship reserve area. There's our morph ball bombs in Spec Rock Cave.
Oh, well, that is definitely a good thing to check first, because that will allow for a much easier Bryn loop, given the limited number of power bombs seen so far.
And the bow is speed booster locked in wreck ship. That is awful. That means Cross has to come back once he finds speed booster.
Yeah, and if hydropower somehow gets the speed booster before going to wreck ship, that could definitely be a little bit of an advantage on his side.
Oh yes, absolutely. Now we're going to get to see what Paradox Cave is holding for us on Hydropower side, while Cross Product heads down to Red Tower, which I believe we've already seen. There's another sword in Paradox Cave, so that brings us up to Master Sword. Still one piece away from doing the Aga, and that's just never a good day for anybody.
No. And it's a good day for Aga. He's lonely. He likes visitors up in that tower.
Right, Spazer. We have seen this. We got a blue cane and a grapple beam in the top of Paradox Cave, so grapple beam is a nice way to kill Dragon, but at this point, that's about the only thing it's useful for. That and Shack Tool, but that's not yet there yet, so...
That is a ways off. But with Space Jump, you need Gravity Suit to put that in logic.
And next, I presume we're going to see a check of Spiral Cave from Hydropower. Getting bullied by those dead rocks, the worst enemy in the game.
I just don't understand why Ganon just didn't surround his tower with dead rocks. Like, why just didn't put them inside on the top floor? Just put an army of dead rocks just to block Link's way.
Yeah, well, at that point, you have Quake Medallion, so you can just, quake them.
Well, that's fair.
Four super missiles. That's nice. Supers are nice to a point. Especially with the new changes to version 11, where Charge Beam is no longer required, so you may actually need all the super missiles you can get to be able to defeat Mother Brain.
Yes. There are a total of 85 super missiles collectible in SMZ3. In the base game, there are only 50. In the original Super Metroid, there are only 50 super missiles total. So they were expanded to make it a little bit easier on runners who couldn't find Charge Beam.
It's easier to find, that many supers versus one item in Charge Beam, and Charge Beam not having any logical requirements at all could be anywhere. Hydropower picking up his energy tank from the old man onto the bridge. Just taking a vacation from his wife. Everybody wants to do that from time to time. Next, Hydropower is going to take the portal and go check out Waterfall Ferry. Now, another change that's recent to the version 11 Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer is that all of your bottles begin empty, and all of the pyramid, or all the fairies, the Pyramid Fairy and the Waterfall Fairy, fill your bottle with green goo. So, yay. To answer your question, chat, the attic of Rex ship had a sword, and there's also a speed booster locked bow in Rex ship. So we get blue mail in Green Hill Zone. Sorry, I'm sorry I jumped on you again.
No, not at all. I was just going to comment that remember that speed booster blocks the bow, and the bow blocks green pendant and pod. So that could be a nightmare waiting to happen, depending on what happens.
We get our first shield above Charge Beam and Quake at Charge Beam. So there's our Dead Rock killer right there. Cross product easily getting the Spore Spawn skip, which is one of the requirements you must learn to be able to do this stuff with a good speed. For another Power Bomb pack, that's very nice to have for the Brinstar loop. Hydropower going to 230 missiles and getting another Power Bomb pack. So him with Morph Ball Bombs and Power Bombs, we're good now on those. Cross product doing a very simple wave gate skip. We're using a super missile acceleration to hit the door on the way up to find 10 more sticks. Yay. I don't know if I saw what was in the side hopper room there. I don't know if Cross checked that. If he did, I was not paying attention. Okay, so tracker is telling me we did not see that location. Good. Mission Impossible. That was the name of the room. I just couldn't think of it. I was having a brain fart, like that happens to me all the time because I'm an old man. Is that another blue mail? So we found both of our mail upgrades too. Yeah, so blue mail, or we've got both of our mail upgrades. One at Alpha Missiles and one at Green Hill Zone. So that's early red mail. That's pretty nice.
That is quite a lot of mail, and shout out to the brave post office workers in these trying times and all of their hustling on the subject of mail.
And the Edicoons are hiding speed boosters, so there's our bow access. Kind of regretting doing Rex ship first.
But at least he knows.
That also opens up many other doors. Did I say Speed Booster? I meant to say Speed Booster. Making me second guess myself. Boiled shrimp. There's X-Ray. Wow. So, yeah, that's nice. X-Ray is great for microwaving shrimp later on.
Yeah, assuming they get the charge beam. And plasma.
Morph Ball pedestal holding another power bomb pack. And behind it, super missiles, so that's nice. The mirror? Where?
The mirror was above... Oh my... That location, the super missile, the early super.
Ew, early supers. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Early supers got that mirror, so now there's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of little piecemeal logic.
We still don't have Dark World access, nor do we have the ability to do anything else in Link to the Past yet. Because we're still missing gloves and hammer.
That is very true. But once those things happen, the Dark World is wide open. It is cracked open, not unlike an omelet, not unlike an egg.
Definitely like an omelet.
Yes.
Which requires more than one cracked egg. I mean, unless you're making a really small omelet, then I suppose.
Well, as my father always told me, the French only make an omelet with one egg because one egg is enough.
I don't agree.
Oh.
I like 4 eggs because I'm a fatty.
I go with 3 myself, but I respect that choice.
I'm a big guy. I like to eat. Now, crossproduct is going to go down here and check waterway. He's going to get on top of this little ledge here, which gives you just enough to do a charge shine spark to be able to blow through the wall and get whatever's back here, which is going to be another pizza. Highly disappointed. So we're just sitting here. God, they're going over the same areas. I'm going to give a shout out to our tracker, Razor Flamecoon, who is a real trooper and decided to track not only the latest race last night, but decided to show up today as well. Go Razor. Oop. I seem to have lost my co-commentator. And he's back. Welcome back.
Sorry, disconnected there for a second.
That's okay. Technical issues happen all the time. Oh, these side hoppers are dangerous with just power suit. They do 80 damage a hit.
That is a strong enemy.
Oh, cross product doing trying to go for a speedball here. Oh, look at all that swag. Them side hoppers, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but some of the early game enemies in Super Metroid do a ton of damage. Side hoppers do 80. There's some crabs in between Red Tower and Criteria that do like 200, which is obnoxious.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say that sort of makes them in common with the crabs outside of Ice Rod Cave. Both games just got some dangerous crabs.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the crabs are extremely hazardous to your health, and I don't understand why. I mean, crabs are a pain, but they're not going to kill you.
Maybe both protagonists are allergic to shellfish.
It's possible. Although unlikely, Link does like to eat a lot of seafood in Breath of the Wild. Of course, he could just be a descendant of Link, so...
And of course, Hydrapower now relieved to have his speed booster, and will be able to fully get his bow when he goes to wreck ship eventually.
Yes, he doesn't know that he needs it, but he's nice to have it. And Cross Products heading up an elevator. I don't remember which one. He's going up to Old Mother Brain. Has he checked Old Mother Brain yet? Nope. Okay, but we have seen it and we know it's garbage.
It is not value.
Definitely not worth the power bomb and he needed to use to get in there. Now he may check speed or the shaft supers, but he does not have enough health to shine spark all the way up, so he's probably just going to jump. I don't think he's got enough. I was gonna say I don't think he's got enough health to do that shine spark.
He currently does not. You need about 120, I think.
Well, good. He didn't waste his health and time for garbage.
Oh yeah, that is.
However,
good
that's
to know.
unfortunate.
Oh yeah, that was not an on-purpose death warp.
I do not know how much we've lost. Kano Samaria in the Terminator room. Wow, that's the first time we've seen that. Cross Products lost at least the X-ray scope and at least one power bomb pack, if not two. He's probably lost both of the male upgrades as well. Hydrapower is going to go see Bomb Torizo and actually going to have to fight him because he has bombs.
Yes, and oddly enough, Bomb Torizo takes double damage from super missiles, a item that you would never have in the vanilla game when fighting Bomb Torizo. Only in Rando, folks.
I'm being notified by our tracker that the hammer is at the back of Gauntlet. So they're going to have to go through that eventually.
Oh yes, and that hammer is fully in logic.
It's dangerous, but logical, yes. With that knowledge, I suspect Hydrapower is going to go straight there.
Seems like it.
He has multiple ways of doing it. He's got a 30 power bomb, so he could just power bomb his way through, which I think would be the more conservative way to keep your health up. You can also shine spark through the first half, but that does take up a significant portion of your health. Because the acid up here in the Gauntlet does a tremendous amount of damage.
Yes, especially for the basic suit it is not a good time.
That snapper thingy there definitely just saved him from an acid bath, which is kind of cool. I always forget those Yapping Maw. There we go, Yapping Maw. I knew it was in there somewhere. I just couldn't pull it out when I needed it. Hardest part of the gauntlet is right here. Oh no, he didn't drop a power bomb. Oh no, he didn't drop it again.
Oh no.
Oh, and those spikes hurt too. Jeez. Oh, he made it. Just barely, but we made it. Now we get to go collect our hammer, which leaves us with still one more item away from Dark World access. We still need a glove. Oh no, and he missed it. Oh my god, he's got to come back around for the hammer because the gravity suit's on the other side. That's not cool.
That has happened to the best of us.
And it looks like cross products of
Oh.
death put him back before he got speed booster, so he's gonna have to. At least he's gonna be able to catch up faster, and that's not a speed booster pun. He knows what to ignore.
Yes. Although I still think it was kind of a speed booster pun.
Wasn't intentional. And he's gonna check the back of Gauntlet as well and see what he's got up there. He's gonna be wishing he had those power bomb packs that he definitely passed up, because now he's not gonna be able to do the Gauntlet. Not as easily, anyway. I'm sure he's capable of it. He's one of the better SMZ3 runners that I know. So I mean,
he is.
He could
I
probably-
saw him yesterday practicing some 100% speedrun strats for Super Metroid. So when it comes to Super Metroid and Link to the Past, really, he's got the goods, dude.
yeah, he's definitely good at what he does, and he's gonna get some power bombs here at 230 missiles. So that's pretty nice. Now, cross product, if he goes to fight Bomb Triozo, will not actually have to fight Bomb Triozo because he doesn't have Morph Ball bombs yet. Instead, he's choosing to do a moonfall down the shaft to get to the Super's location. Or go past the Super's location, go back down to Mother Brain. Not sure why he dropped the power bomb there. He knows that there's nothing down there. Or perhaps he forgot what was down here? I don't know.
He might have forgotten.
It's strange that he would go back for a piece of heart. And now we have our hammer, which does does tempered sword damage with a really crappy hitbox.
Yes. Or tempered sword, or the equivalent of a spin with the Master Sword, which I believe Hydrapower has. Oh no,
No, he's not seen the other sword yet.
Oh, that's right. They both have the opposite sword.
Yes. Hydropower got his from somewhere or down in Norfair, and Cross got his from Red Ship.
Right.
Now, Hydropower looks like he's going to be going to Wreck Ship next, so he'll be able to get all those items that Cross Product already got.
And once he gets that bow, they're just really looking for some gloves right now to do Pod Eastern, or at least Eastern.
We also need to get a lamp, a fire source, because dark rooms are not logical ever.
Oh, right, yes.
Not for the combo randomizer, anyway. Actually, I don't think they're logical in any form, but I could be wrong about that.
I don't believe they are, but maybe there's some weird version that's in the newest Link to the Past one that is. Oh yeah, there's a difference with Fire Rod, as chat's pointing out, in the newer logic.
Correct.
In some of the rooms with torches.
Which I don't believe Aga's tower has, so those are kind of irrelevant. Now, I know the back of Escape does, but I know that Eastern Palace does not.
Eastern Palace does not. Pod does.
Yes. some of it, but not all of it, because the dark maze is not logical without the lamp, period.
Yes.
And Cross Product's got himself a nice shine spark. He's going to fly through here and just, slam into a wall and run out of health and all that good stuff. But he did get his gravity suit and his hammer on one pass, so he does not have to make a second trip around this wasteland. Meanwhile, Hydropower is taking on Phantoon, or as I like to call it, the Ghost of Argus, because it looks just like Argus, only dead. He's got the gravity suit, which is going to make this significantly easier because he doesn't take anywhere near as much damage from the fireball.
Yeah, the damage reduction 75%. So really, this thing's it's dealing 10 damage. You hit it, you regain 20 health. So it's you're just healing up. You're just eating off this guy.
Elemental damage comes from Varia. For the gravity suit, it's all the enemy damage has been reduced to 75% just for gravity. They did a little bit of change in the combo randomizer to give both suits more utility. It looks like Cross Product's going to go down and fight Kraid. Either that or he's going to go check Meridia, which is possible and in logic.
Yeah, there's with Speed Booster and Gravity, Meridia's wide open.
With Space Jump, we have access to do things in Meridia that we don't need Grapple for. Grapple is basically useless at this point, only useful for like one actual check.
Yes, but actually, Cross did not pick up his grapple, or he might have died when he got it at some point. So if he goes to Meridia right now, he will not be able to check Shack Tool.
I forget where Grapple was. I want to say it was next to another item, but I don't remember which item it was next to. Is it in Paradox Cave, maybe? So yeah, Cross hasn't been up to Paradox Cave yet, so he hasn't picked it up at all.
Yeah, he's stayed in Super Metroid. Oh, Chad is pointing out that Cross is skilled enough to do a crystal flash clip in order to get the Shack Tool check. So,
yes, that's totally out of logic and probably not worth the time. Ice Clip and Crystal Flash clips are both different techniques to do the same thing. Obviously, one requires a Crystal Flash, the other one requires the Ice Beam. So, Crystal Flash is usually more accessible, but if you have the Ice Beam, it's easier to do, sort of.
yes.
I think it also is far easier if you have High Jump.
Yes, this is all true, but sometimes these runners in the race, they do things for the memes, as the youth say.
Absolutely, that's why Cross Product always talks to the guy in the tavern. That's just that's his thing.
Oh. Just notice Cross Product also had to take Kraid to the dance. A lot of Kraid dancing today.
That's more of Kraid than I wanted to see today, I'm not gonna lie. He could at least put a shirt on. Hydropower headed up past the Spike Room of Death, which was a lot easier to get through with the Gravity Suit, to go get his heart container in this area here. I don't even know what's supposed to be back here normally, because I haven't played vanilla Metroid in so long. It's an energy tank? Okay, thanks. Thanks for that, Razor. I've only beaten the vanilla game like twice, so I have no idea where anything actually is.
I always get that one confused with Wreck Ship Reserve, which is the one you need Speed Booster for, where Bo is.
Yes. I remember that one just from watching so many of these that I was dreaming about them for weeks on end.
Ha!
I love this game, what can I say?
It is a beautiful, gorgeous game, and both the original Super Metroid and this Randomizer, and Link to the Past. All of them.
We can all thank our Lord and Savior Total for coming up with this nonsense.
Yes. And Total currently working on the Key Sanity version of this game. I'm sure some of you have seen.
Wait.
It is.
I've seen some alpha testing from some runners, and I can't wait to see Key Sanity.
Yes.
We got a fire rod. Fire rod where? Was that in Supers? Or was that in Crab Supers? Or, okay. Crab Supers. Nice. Now we can burn things.
All right. Well, call crossproduct JLo, because he's got a rod.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, Mama Turtle had absolutely nothing for us. I did not see what was in the Main Street missile location, but I'm assuming by chat's not reacting to it, it was nothing.
That.
Chat tends to tell me things far long after I've missed the opportunity to see them, so I let them do their thing. Hydropower getting the bad news that he's going to have to go down and get his bow. Meanwhile, crossproduct is heading up to go check the beach and watering hole locations in northern Meridia. Upper Meridia? Northern? Upper? Whatever. There's not really any direction there. Yellow Meridia. Okay. It's all good. Such a simplistic name.
I kind of think like Cake Meridia is kind of good because it looks like a nice like yellow sheet cake sort of.
I think it looks
very
like really,
moist with all the swirling waters.
really crappy dirt is what it's dirt Meridia to me. But you know, whatever. If it's Yellow Meridia by chat's decree, then it'll be called Yellow Meridia. I'm sure it's had that name longer than I've been around.
Yes, beach and watering hole.
Whoops, I minimized my window. And there we go. Hydropower picking up his bow. Cross product going up the aqueduct. Getting missiles and another pizza. Now he's gonna... Did he already check the sand pits? I'm gonna guess no.
He did not, but he did save, so he's set up to do that.
He's just gonna go take out Botswoon and Dragon first.
Yeah, it's probably faster routing. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, as far as routing is concerned, I'm a babe in the woods. It looks like he's setting up for Crystal I don't know what he's doing. It looked like he was intentionally taking damage there, but I can't figure out why. Maybe to manipulate the drops? I don't know.
No, this
Cross
isn't
knows
a
this game
boss.
way better than I do.
You would not want to waste the ammo for a crystal flash on him, especially without charge, because you can soft block yourself with Bot's Wound.
Very true. Very nice strat there. Actually, with access to Meridia, we can actually get, and flippers, we can get into the Dark World via the Meridia portal, so we actually don't need to do Aga anymore.
That is very true. Unfortunately, Cross has not picked up his Moon Pearl yet, so he will not be able to do that upon completion of Meridia. That's another thing Hydrapower will be able to do once he gets there.
No, but he could go out that way and then mirror, go get his flippers, and then come back.
Ooh, that's very true.
Not to say that that's good routing, but it's just something that could be done. Did I say flippers? I meant Moon Pearl. I said I'm an old man. I have brain farts. I'm sorry.
And Cross using the speed booster strats on Dragon over there.
It's the most efficient way to do it when you don't have microwave or grapple. If you know how to do the short charge, anyway.
I believe it is actually more efficient than grapple, but not more efficient than microwave.
I know it does a ton of damage. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's does mad damage, as the kids say.
Yes, you can yeet yourself through the boss.
Very true.
Oh man, for the single arrow of destiny. Yeah, thanks, Dragon. Outrageous. I have no idea how much the speed booster echoes do for damage. No idea at all. Somebody's gonna know, but I don't.
I don't know that off the top of my head either, but it is in the thousands.
It sounds like it's similar to the boost ball in Metroid Prime, where it does 50,000 damage per frame. Ooh, 4,056 damage per echo. That's insane. Who designed these values? Why? Why so high? That's a big number, especially considering, you know, your charged ice plasma wave does 900. Cross product taking a save, which means he's going to go explore the sand pits now. If he doesn't like what he sees, he's going to reset. So hopefully we find nothing of value down here, but one never knows.
Yes, and maybe just maybe we'll see this crystal flash clip. But actually, he needs more supers in order to do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. He's just going to reset here. And the energy tank and bombs are just trash. And now we get to check the left sand pit, and if there's nothing here, he's just going to head out of Meridia and never come back. Unless there's items in the places that we haven't seen.
Yes, Plasma and Shack Tool.
It's an energy tank and another rupee. So he's going to pick up the E-tank and then leave. E-tank's pretty nice, because you still have fairly low health for Super Metroid. Especially later bosses like Ridley, they do a lot more damage. Ridley's tail is obnoxious. Cross products can go up the toilet. Strangely enough, we were just talking about this in Twitch chat.
Oh, yeah. Is he gonna try the...
I presume he's gonna go out the... he's gonna go into plasma.
He is gonna go into plasma.
He's not gonna be able to get out unless he finds plasma.
No, he will use the shine sparks to kill it. It is a very hard short charge to do it, but actually Total did it in his last match, the creator of this randomizer, and found progression. But it was mitigated by his opponent finding the screw attack very quickly, which put it in logic.
Wow. Yeah. So this is how it's gonna be, huh? This is a pain in the butt. Is this worth? I don't know.
This is very impressive for a handful of missiles, so you should.
I totally would have reset for here. This is a bit obnoxious.
Definitely, again, if you have not been reminded now, please give your runners a follow. They are doing all sorts of crazy things to get your attention and your love, and it just takes 5 seconds to follow.
Yeah, it's without these guys here doing this, we wouldn't have I wouldn't be here, and neither would Cheese. So,
that is correct.
I mean, this is all for you guys, really. Yeah, this is, to be fair, it is the type of nonsense that Cross Product thrives with. So I'm not surprised by him doing this. He's also going out an area of Super Metroid that most people forget about, called Forgotten Highway. Because there's really no reason for you to ever come this way in the combo randomizer.
Oh, I guess he's doing it to get his bow, right?
That would be my my best estimate, yes. Although I would have thought it would have been faster to go out via the Red Tower portal and come across that way. But I don't know. I'm not good at this game, so. To answer your question in chat, Ace Zero, yes, the bow was in Wreck Ship Reserve. So there really is no fast way to get there, to be honest. It's all pretty slow.
Yeah.
It's in quite possibly the worst place to have to double dip in the entirety of Wreck Ship.
Oh, undoubtedly. You have to go through that bowling cutscene again.
And there's no quick way to get back up to where sealing the missiles in the sky are either, so...
Yep.
Hydropower is farming up some ammunition from these little bugs here. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I think he's got grapple, so at the very least, even without the ability to do short charges, Dragon is very free.
Yeah, I think it only takes a couple of energy tanks to kill it with grapple. So I mean, it's not that much of a sacrifice. However, it depends on how many times she hits you while you're trying to get that grapple point as well. So I suppose that is not a bad decision. It could also be more damage because we do not have various suit yet either. So I don't know. I don't know the values. I'm not going to try to paint it like I do. I have no idea. I
It's
know things,
also
but I don't know those kind of things.
it's also just a good missile farming spot, and so if he thinks he's not going to get super missiles or a good ability to farm a little bit later next time he re-enters Super Metroid, like if he enters Lower Norfair before he enters the Bubble Mountain area, then it's not a bad thing to just have those missiles already farmed up easy.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of the better places to farm because they just come so fast. They come 5 at a time, and you just fill up on ammo real quick.
Yeah, and I could not tell you off the top of my head the spawn rate for various enemies and things, but I'm pretty sure it's high at those specific guys.
Cross. Okay, weird, but all right. He wanted the statue to despawn, I guess. I don't know why.
What?
And there's our bow. Outstanding.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. I meant the drop rate, not the spawn rate.
Yeah, their drop rate is pretty high. I know that. But it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to give you percents because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Just like I know there's separate prize packs for enemies in Link to the Past, but I have no idea what those prize packs are. So now Cross Products headed back down Red Tower. Probably gonna exit via the Norfair Business Center and go to Link to the Past. I'm guessing. Gonna stop by High Jump and get his boot or his hookshot first, though. Meanwhile, Hydropower took down Dragon is leaving. We've seen a lot of Super Metroid, but not a lot of Link to the Past.
No. It's almost like that game doesn't exist at this point. And we're still really waiting on a glove. I mean, we have access now that we know, and we're probably going to see Hydropower with the Moon Pearl after he kills Dragon. Oh, right now, actually. Enter Super Metroid through the dark. Enter Link to the Past through the Dark World. So
maybe we can get ourselves a map check here.
Oh yes.
There we go. Green Pendant Pod, Blue Pendant Thieves Town, Red Crystal at Swamp. Everything else is blue. So Thieves Town Pendant, probably something valuable in there.
Oh yeah, there's always and it's always at least the first 4 chests are very easy to check. So there's always value in those.
And with flippers and hookshot, that does give us the ability to go from the east to the west side of Dark Hyrule.
Yeah, he can with that, with Mirror, with Boots, he can check King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge.
And Bumper Cave.
Oh yes, with the cape.
Quite a few checks up here on the northern side. I still can't believe we haven't found a glove, though. That's amazing to me. We got Red Mail, we got Master Sword, we got Pegasus Boots, but no gloves. Yeah, King's Tomb holding a heart container. Cross product heading over to Death Mountain with his hook shot in hand. He's going to be able to do the east side as well. He's going to go see his morph ball bombs on the Spec Rock Cave after rescuing the old man.
Finally going to get his precious grapple beam.
And we're going to see what the desert graveyard ledge is holding, which is another medallion, our lightning medallion today. That's 2 out of 3. We know the third one is at the Croc Escape, so we know where all 3 of our medallions are.
That is, that's pretty good. That basically, I mean, with enough E-Tanks and Speed Booster and everything, it really, the Croc Escape one is very easy to get, but obviously, I imagine they'll find Varia at some point. Varia is going to happen, and at that point, hopefully not.
Varia has to happen, yeah.
Yeah. But
oh, and there's the flute on the bumper ledge.
Oh.
Which Hydropowers or Crossbody's going to pick up. No, wait, who? What? You didn't go get it?
Oh, he needs the gloves.
Oh yeah, we don't have gloves. I totally forgot about that.
Oh my god! Yeah, well, he has the knowledge, which is very important in that.
That's still horrible. You can see it, but you can't get it.
Yeah.
Cross product showing off the best music in the game. And he's going to take a dip into Tower of Hera. Oh, is it going to be fire locked? Is Pendant Tower of Hera going to be fire locked? Yes, it is.
Oh no!
Oh my god! See, it's me. Every time I do commentary, it's always a cursed seed. Cross product opting not to take his coffee break. Frost also, when he died in Super Metroid, he didn't go back for either of the mail upgrades, so he's going to be on green mill for the rest of the game.
Oh, that's right.
Meanwhile, Hydropower is hopping down to take on Mothula, the most well-balanced boss in the game. Moving floor, spiky platforms, doesn't take damage if you hit him into a spike. You know, it's just wonderful. And now Cross Product's gonna do a Herapot?
It would appear so.
Even though he just picked up the big key, he's still gonna do a Herapot.
It still saves time.
If you get it on the first try, anyway. Meanwhile, Hydropower took down Mothula for our first Crystal Dungeon clear of the game. Of the match, the race, whatever you want to call it.
All of those terms, I think, are pretty apt.
And Cross Product got it. Wow, well done. I'm not surprised. I did not see what Mothula dropped, though. Unfortunately, I was focused on the...
Mothula just dropped the map.
As did the big chest of Hera. And the compass, so that means Moldorm has our final item. Go figure. And now Cross Product's gonna go take on everybody's favorite troll, Trolldorm. How many times is he gonna troll us today? Hopefully none, but one can never know.
And using that hammer strat to avoid enraging Moldorm on his last hit and making him speed up.
Yep, 3 whacks with a hammer is enough to put Moldorm to sleep. Just like that, flawlessly done. For an energy tank. Yay. Where, oh, where are our gloves? No, we haven't seen Nagina yet. So it could be Nagina. Nagina could have been holding on us this whole time. Is it possible we have a French vanilla glove in Thievestown? Well, Razor, I believe we can check that location now with the access we have to Dark World with Hydrapower. He can go over to Pyramid Ledge.
If I were a gambling person, and I am not, I would say probably maybe Hype Cave's got some good chance of maybe having a glove.
It's possible, although I don't really hold out much hope for Hype Cave because Hype Cave is usually more of a gripe cave nowadays.
Yes, Hype Cave is it's too passe now. Paradox Cave is the new Hype Cave, and the old Hype Cave was Mini Moldorm Cave.
I always tend to get more value out of Mini Moldorm for sure. There's our high jump boots in the brewery in the southern part of. Oh wait, that's the Bombable Hut. Never mind, the Bombable Hut. I think it's also called the brewery. I don't know.
I believe
it's the southern check in the village of Outcat.
High jump boots, always a nice item to have in Super Metroid. Makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, you don't really notice how much you miss them until you don't have them.
And especially with the space jump and the speed booster, which you're meant to have high jump using, it goes a lot easier.
So far, not much in the front half of Thievestown. Cross is going for another swim. He's going to go get his Moon Pearl. So far, haven't got really much for items in the front half of these. I think it's 2 and 2. One of them was a big key, obviously, because you needed to get back here. I did not see if there was a small. There was not a small key, so it was either 3 items in the big key or 2 dungeon items and 2 regular items. I don't remember. I wasn't paying that close attention. I'm sorry. I'm kind of flaky sometimes. Hydrapower almost making it cleanly through the hellway. And there is Cross Product picking up his Moon Pearl. And Cross Product's going back into Super Metroid via the Norfair portal. He's going to go up. I don't know. He's going to go... Oh, he's going to do a Hell Run. He's going to go do a Hell Run to the Ice Beam room, which requires 3 energy tanks to do in hard mode. In normal mode like this is not logical at all.
But it is. It is not difficult, especially with Speed Booster. You don't even have to mock ball. Not that Cross is certainly skilled enough to do.
Absolutely. Hydropower having to take the long way because we don't have gloves. We can't lift up that block to get through the back of the basement, or the bottom of the basement, however you want to go looking at it. Now, as a bonus, we can full clear this place, and it does appear that Blind will have an item because the key in the small chest there denotes that the big chest. Well, Blind can never have a key because of the logic in the dungeon. And there's another bottle. I think that's our third bottle. And by the way, that hydropower mirrored out of there, that was the last item. So, no reason to stay.
Yeah, unless you really believe pet is going to be a thing. It's really not worth it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping not. I've had my fill of ped seeds this year. I don't want any more. Well, we're going to get our check of Stumpy, K45. I don't remember if we picked up a shovel. I don't think we did. I think that was another match that I was watching. I get them mixed up sometimes when you watch so many of them. Well, there's our first glove in K45. Oh my goodness. That's a terrible place for that.
That is, yes, that will.
Crossproduct appears to have done something interesting. Looks like he got a blue suit. Oh, that was... Does that always happen?
I am not sure. This is certainly advanced Super Metroid. A little bit more memeage from Cross.
And now we get to see Hype Cave. Maybe we'll actually get to see Hype. And we are kind of running out of places for things to be hidden. Oh my god, there's our other glove in Hype Cave. So that's Hype right there, enough on its own. And Ice Beam. So we got Titan's Mitts and Ice Beam in Hype Cave. I'd say that's pretty worth. So that opens up basically everything.
Yeah, so yeah, as Chad is pointing out, yes, this seed either requires you to do Aga or requires you to access Meridia backdoor like Hydrapower did. So definitely not the easiest of seeds for Dark World access.
Definitely not. Not at all. My goodness. An hour and a half in, and we finally found our gloves. Jeez.
There we go.
Hydropower showing off some fire rod tricks here in the Dark Cross area. This is not logical with this version, I think, or is it? I don't remember if the version 11 did this or not. For a sword, a tempered sword in the Dark Cross, that's nice.
That makes Ganon fighting a lot easier.
Yes, it also makes killing basically everything else really easy too. However, we still are missing one critical item for logical access to lots of places, and that would be the lamp.
Oh, yes, you're right, yes. So, yeah, the lamp does technically block Aga, so... So you're right, actually, I think this was not an Aga seed. At least...
If the lamp is not in the light world, then it's definitely not an Agassiz.
Oh.
Which I don't think it can be, because, like, we've checked almost the entire light world.
Yeah, so this full-on backdoor Meridia had to happen.
Hydrapower's going straight for that flute. He's like, oh yeah, I want that flute now. Because now I can go down to Mire, I can get into Lower Norfair. Well, not logically, but I can go into Lower Norfair via the GT portal down there. There's our silver arrows in Bubble Mountain. Interesting place for them to be. So they're locked behind Varia. I didn't even see crossproduct sequence break his way over here. Gonna go check Speed Booster. Probably gonna stop here to farm for a little bit first, though.
Yeah, you kind of have to for doing a hell run, or as Cross says, heck run.
Yeah, heck runs are cool. I guess actually heck runs would be more like fire or hot, but you know, whatever. Everybody stand and place your 07s to chat for the national anthem of Hyrule. Alright, the duck is a muck, the goose is Luke, all hail the magic quail. Whatever other ways you want to go about it. Release the Quacken. I mean, you could do this all day. Get quicker with the chicken? I don't know.
Quacks out.
I don't know. That one might be a little bit shady.
All right,
here comes the Mire Shed check. I think it was, I was gonna say, it was either Quake or Ether. It didn't look like Bombos on Mire. There's the Book of Medora at the Wave Beam, so Book of Medora is also very locked.
It's Ether.
So, are we gonna need the book today? Probably not. Unless there's something critical on a pedestal, not a pedestal, a tablet. There we go. Desert is not boots locked. Outstanding. Crossproduct gonna save it here because he's gotten some good items and doesn't want to lose them. I don't blame him. And we have a vanilla big key in Desert, so he's gonna grab that, or Hydra's gonna grab that and go mirror out and go back to check the big chest, and then probably go fight Landman. Cross taking a... oh, he's gonna do a Crystal Flash here. Never mind. Very well done. Doing a Crystal Flash in a room where you're constantly taking damage can be hazardous to your health. But he did get an energy tank at the Norfair Reserves, so that's nice. And the big key of Desert did not have anything, or the big chest did not have anything of value, so we're gonna go kill Landmos anyway because it's a crystal, so let's get that out of the way.
Cross really is just clearing through a lot of Super Metroid, and has really left a lot of Link to the Past by the wayside at this point, which who could blame him based on his Moon Pearl routing? But
Yes.
looks like Hydropower, depending on how well he executes the Metroid stuff, he's got a little bit of a lead.
Yes, he does right now have an advantage. He's got a knowledge and equipment advantage.
But on the other hand, crossproduct did get the Redoran, the best boomerang in the game.
I agree with you, and not many people do.
It's just so
And
sparkly.
it is super sparkly. No, hype. Sorry, yes, it was the ice beam in Hype Cave, not the ice rod. Did I say rod? I don't know. I just said ice, and I suppose I should have been more specific because there are two ices. It's the ice beam in Hype Cave. Now we're gonna check Checkerboard Cave. Checkers. Check. Yeah, check. And here we're gonna have just another pizza. Meanwhile, crossproduct. I can't believe he's going to do this, but he's gonna go check Shack Tool. So get your Shack Tool hype in chat. Everybody loves Shack Tool.
Everyone's favorite little mining robot.
He's an awfully nice robot. All he wants to do is dig. And Agina's got just another container heart for us. And now Hydropower is probably going to go check Darth Deck Mountain. Dark Death Mountain. Or not.
Oh yes, he can do a lot of those checks. He can do all of those checks now with Titans and. Now, I guess he's gonna go to that place first.
He actually also has the ability to almost full clear Turtle Rock. Because I mean, if the ice rod is in its vanilla location on Laser Bridge, then Turtle Rock is fully clearable.
Yes, or in that super fun location known as Mimic Cave.
Yes. Instead, he's opting to go into Ice Cave or Ice Palace. I hate this place. Ice Palace is my least favorite dungeon in the whole game.
It is not fun. The ice physics, like, just every developer thinks ice physics are just such a super cool idea, and then, it's just kind of frustrating.
Ice physics, and also in other later Zelda games, underwater physics, which were really fun. Water Temple.
Oh yes, the Water Temple.
Shack Tool just had a pizza, so yeah. That was not worthwhile to go back here. But crossproduct does now know that Meridia is 100% clear for him, so he does not have to return ever. And I think he's about to go to get Dark World access via the Meridia portal, if I'm judging his route correctly.
This looks like the one. Oh.
Hydropower just did the icebreaker clip, which is amazing, and I have no idea how it works, but you just walk through a wall like it's not even there.
Yes, I could not explain that one, but
it was supremely executed. I think I need to learn how to do that clip, because I hate Ice Palace, and the faster I can do it, the better. That negates the necessity for learning the Ice Palace bomb jump, too, so that's really nice.
yeah. Well, that bomb jump is the easiest bomb jump in the game, probably.
I would say that one and the one in Paradox Cave are probably the two easiest, yes. I still have not mastered the hammer jump.
Skullwoods is not bad too.
Yeah, and the Paradox, not Paradox, the bomb jump in Spectrock Cave is also not so bad. I get that
I
one
guess what we're
about half the
saying is a
time.
lot of bomb jumps are kind of easy. If you have the time to practice this, you should learn some bomb jumping, guys.
They are definite time savers if you're in the speed running community. If you're not, they're just kind of fun to do.
And if you ever hope to play that SMZ3 Key Sanity, Hammer Jump's probably going to help you out a lot in Palace of Darkness.
Probably. Because Lord knows you need 6 keys to clear it properly, and 5 if you don't open the front door, 4 if you can do the hammer jump. And crossproduct here is going to get his first glove in Hype Cave.
He's going to be relieved to get those mitts, or the gloves at least.
Hydrapower is taking a dive to go down and face Cold Stare. The excellent job at keeping them trapped in the corner for the majority of the fight. Very well done.
Yeah, very efficient, very nice fight.
So now we're going to get our first look at what is on the pyramid ledge. So this is what we would have been baited into getting should we have gone to the Agar route first. Well, we can't do Agar without the lamp, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, both runners are definitely skilled enough to do Dark Agna, and probably would have if they saw the seed leading that
nice
way.
rod. Tall rock is full clearable.
Wow. Well, hopefully Hydrapower remembers to check it sooner.
That's important. Crossproduct's gonna go check out the Quakefish, see what they've got for us, which at this point, we're not really looking for much. We have bow, we have hammer, we have everything. The only thing we're really missing for logical completion of the game is a Various suit.
Yeah, and Various suit will... Did we see what medallion Turtle Rock was?
I do not believe so. Nobody's been up...
Well, either way, Varia puts whatever the last medallion is in... It puts Bombos in logic, so... Varia's really kind of just go mode at this point, right?
I'm sorry, I missed the question with the screaming toddler in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said Varia's kind of just, like, basically all we're really looking for. At least if you're Hydrapower. It's...
We're about to find out what Turtle Rock is, though. It's Bombos, and he doesn't have it! Oh, no!
Oh. Well...
That's unfortunate!
It might actually be fortunate, because then he won't go in there maybe trying to think if he could meme and find Ice Rod on Laser Bridge, so...
I mean, I've seen it there more times than I care to talk about.
Oh, for sure. And Red Cane and Meyer. Oh, we're also missing Red Cane. Oh, no, we have Red Cane.
We have Red Cane. Red Cane was in Terminator.
Oh, right. This was so early on.
Yeah, we've had it for a long time. Cross doesn't have any medallions? I thought he had 2 of them. Did we really just pick up Various Suit in Super Bunny Cave?
Did that just happen?
Are you kidding me? So yeah, now all Hydrapower has to do is go back into Norfair, kill Croc, and get the item there. Or do you even have to kill Croc to get that item?
No, you don't have to kill Croc.
Well, that's pretty much no mode for us. We know where everything is.
Yeah, we do. He just needs to get Ice Rod and get that medallion. So, I guess it's just a matter of time before figuring out if he reaches that. And meanwhile, how fast and quickly Cross progresses through the Dark World and gets caught up to where Hydrapower is in progression.
I don't know why. I don't know why cross product pulled out. The mirror there was not going to be what he needed. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just cut myself off too. I was wondering why he was pulling out his mirror for Bumper Cave. It's not the item he needed. But yeah, Hydropower is back in Norfair, so now it's just a matter of time until he finds Bombos and realize he'll be in one item away from Go mode because he doesn't know where the ice rod is yet, and it's hidden in a pretty good location. So. And Cross Product still has to get back down to K45 to get his Titan's Mitts as well. So, yeah, which he will probably do once he's done completing Skullwoods and the like up here.
And I should mention, yeah, Hydrapower also has 60 missiles, which is exactly enough to kill Mother Brain, plus the additional missiles as well. So that is a very doable. Mother Brain is very killable at this point, especially if you use Ice Beam to do the Zebetite skip.
Absolutely. You can also do a speed booster clip there as well if you know how to do it, which I don't know the advanced stuff. So, yeah. And here we go. Hydrapower is about to get his Bombos medallion, so he's going to be one item away. He needs to go to the Pyramid Ledge to get his Ice Rod, and he'll be in Go mode. What a crazy turn of events. We went from needing gloves to being in Go mode in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, wow.
And I wonder if Cross Product's going to give us a reading of the pedestal while he's here in Skull Woods.
I wonder what is on Ped. Probably Couch Cash would be my bet.
I'd be willing to bet that's probably what's there.
Or some kind of flying bomb.
Yeah, quite possibly. Those are the most common drops or items in the game anyway. Well, there's like 50 missile expansions, something like that.
Something along those lines. It's a lot. They're 230 missiles, right? So
it'd be
230, but
46.
Something like that, but I think some of the missiles were reduced and changed to super missiles, but still a lot.
Still way more than we ever need.
Exactly. A lot of missiles.
Cross Product taking a death, but he's got some fairies stocked up, so. Again, the well-balanced moth always having fun killing our runners. Welcome to Worst Room in the Game, which is so titled because it's literally the worst room in the game. You got really crappy pirates, you got no way to scale this room without space jump. Screw attack makes this room trivial, which we do not have.
No, you could also scale it with infinite bomb jumping. That is in logic.
Yeah, it's also a pain in the butt, too.
It is not. Yes, it does give the name. Unless you have screw attack and space jump, this game is not very fun. Or this room.
To answer a question in chat from Lenofis, Cross Product died at the end of his first Brinstar loop and left behind.
Died right after.
Go ahead.
No, he died right after checking climb supers.
Right. So he lost basically his entire Brinstar loot and didn't go back to get some of the items there. And I did not see, man, he checked pad and I didn't see it.
Oh, I missed it too.
Increase bomb storage, so it's a bomb capacity upgrade. I gotta say, my favorite item on the pedestal is by far the book. Because then you read it and it says, "This is a paradox."
Ha! Wait, so how can you read it without the book?
You pull it first and then you read it.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Here we go. You learned something new. I didn't even know you could read the pedestal after you pulled it.
Oh yeah, it's still there. It doesn't get destroyed like the tablets do. Which the book can't be on a tablet because you actually need the book to get them. So.
Wait, no, you can still. You need it to read it, but you don't need the. Oh right, yes, you do need it. Sorry.
Yes, you do.
I'm being a moron. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Yes, that is. So yes, there's no paradox. I guess there's no paradox available for the tablets.
Nope, unfortunately not. That would be hilarious, though. You just got missiles and power bombs of shame. He's having a hard time with these side hoppers on crack, whatever those things are. Those things hurt. I don't know what they're called, but they're very mean.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know the names, but my guess would be Clyde Hopper because it just seemed like a tougher version of the side hopper.
Yeah, they're called Des Gigas. Thank you, Metroid MST, for that.
Okay.
They're very they're very unfriendly, very aggressive, very angry side hoppers.
Yes.
Hydropower going to do some farming before we go into Ridley's lair.
They are the least friendly hopper since Dennis Hopper's bad guy in the movie Speed.
He was a great bad guy too.
He was fantastic. Hot quiz, hot shot.
Love that movie.
Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper.
Thank God for Grapple Beam. It makes this farming spot a little bit easier. I only wish the Grapple Beam in Metroid Prime was this useful.
I have not played Metroid Prime since I was a kid, and I think my best friend just stole the game from me and beat it. So I have zero knowledge of that game.
It's quite possibly my favorite Metroid game.
Okay, I'll have to check it out and dig it up. Or apparently they're going to re-release Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Switch or something, right?
What? I've heard that, but I haven't seen any news of it. I would like to. That'd be great.
Okay, maybe that's the same thing where it's rumors and rumblings, but they haven't officially confirmed it.
That talk came out shortly after the Nintendo said that they were going to be we're delaying Metroid Prime 4 because they wanted to make sure they got it right.
Yes.
And here comes everybody's favorite screeching bird. Thank God it's not the same screech from Metroid Fusion.
That is, Metroid Fusion is the Game Boy one, right, or the DS one?
For the Game Boy Advanced, yes.
Yeah,
the
that
shrieking there was horrific.
Proto Ridley, right? He looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. He does not look like Ridley.
He does kind of look like a blue eyes white dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the protozoa Ridley.
Yeah, there we go.
Because it's partially the X, it's the X one.
I want a Ridley made out of pancakes and called Gridley.
That'd be pretty funny. I think Mecha Ridley was in Zero Mission, yeah. We got Meta Ridley in Prime, Mecha Ridley in Zero Mission, and then Ridley in like every other game. So I don't know. He just keeps coming back. I don't know how many times we get to kill this guy.
Yeah.
I bet he'll be in Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, for sure. What's your bet on the prefix?
Oh, I don't know. Alpha Ridley, maybe?
Ooh, Alpha Ridley's good. We haven't had an Alpha Ridley yet.
Could be like an Omega Ridley, too, or maybe Zeta. I don't know. And down goes Riddles. So the final Super Metroid boss for Hydropower is dead. Cross Product's gonna go into Swamp Palace. It's full clearable. And he did pick up his Titan Mitts from K45, so he is just a Bombos Medallion away from Go Mode, and he knows where it is. Or no, Various Suit away from Go Mode. The lamp was behind Ridley? Really? Really? What a terrible place for the lamp.
That is not good.
This seed has been all sorts of nonsensical crap.
Well, the question is, unfortunately, because Cross, the one piece of knowledge he's missing is Varia at Super Bunny Cave, so he might do left side swamp, which is going to be a bit of an inconvenience.
So this seed wanted you to logically get your Dark World access via the Meridia portal.
Yeah.
That's just trash. Because then both gloves are in the Dark World. The lamp's behind Ridley, which is only accessible via going to Super Bunny Cave, which is locked behind your gloves.
Yeah.
It's just gross. It's just gross.
Well, but on the other hand, it's a really good showcase of SMZ3 in this third Meridia portal, because I feel like all the seeds I play, I never get to use the Meridia portal, and I'm just like, yeah, this is like kind of useless or whatnot. And it's like, this time, no, you need it for Dark World.
It is true. It's one of those long forgotten portals that very rarely sees any use because it takes you out somewhere useless. There's nothing there. There's nothing there in the Dark World.
You need literally a bunch of items even just to get you from where you are in that portal to the rest of the Dark World.
Like the Lower Norfair portals used all the time. The Business Center portal used all the time. The Criteria portal all the time. But the Meridia one, you may as well not exist because it's never used.
Yeah.
These version 11 changes are very nice, and I don't know what Cross Product's doing. Is he gonna do a diver down?
I believe so.
I've never seen this glitch before, so I'm curious. Oh, that's it, huh? He made that look easy.
Yeah, that is Diver Down is all the rage. Diver Down and Icebreaker.
Yeah, these new clips that I've never seen before, they're just, I see them every day. It's crazy. Like I need to learn them now. Yeah. So the power bombs in prison was just an energy tank, which we're probably going to say no to.
Yeah, so I guess right now, really we're just down to how soon is Cross gonna check Varia, check Super Bunny Cave, and how soon is Hydropower gonna check Pyramid? That oh so forgettable Pyramid.
Yep, they're both. Super Bunny Cave is more likely to be checked because there's more than one item there. Especially if you don't get a couple Go Fetch quest items like the mushroom and the shovel, like Hydropower's picked up here in Lower Norfolk.
Yeah, there's so much density up in that just dark mountain area that you're just gonna check all of that at once. Whereas Pyramid, yeah, it's a one-off location, unless, as you said, you get the bomb.
Cross product taking down Argus here swiftly with just Master Sword spins, not going for anything special. Hydropower is basically done with Super Metroid. I think he's checked everything. Or we've seen everything in Super Metroid anyway. Maybe not by one runner specifically, but we've seen almost everything.
Yeah, he has not checked the 2 checks in Meridia that Cross sequence broke to check. Or he sequence broke one of them and then he actually checked Shack. But
I don't
he's not
think
seen Shack Tool and Plasma.
I don't think Hydropower ever went back for Waterway either, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you might be right.
And here's Cross Product going back up Death Mountain. This is probably going to be his play to Super Bunny. Which means Cross Product's about to hit go mode because he knows where Bombos is.
Yeah.
This is going to be a close race, guys. Like, they're pretty equal on progression, so this is going to be very good to see. I still think that Hydropower has a slight advantage with boss kills, but this is still anybody's game.
Yeah. As I said, it really depends at this point how soon Hydro gets that Pyramid check.
And here comes the various suit for Cross Product. We may not see him make any more checks. Cross Product is not going to do any more checks. He did not go into Hookshot Cave, so he's done. He's done looking. He knows exactly what he needs.
Yeah, he's just gonna start clearing things out.
He's going straight to Business Center to get that Bombos Medallion. He's gonna get it and be done. He's gonna be in go mode. And he's pretty close because he got Speed Booster. You can just take Frog Speedway. Or Frogway? Frog Speedway? Frogs? I don't know. It's a frog. This little hallway here. There's a bunch of frogs in it.
Oh, right, yes. The frogs.
I think they're called Betoms, I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank
you all in the chat for being very knowledgeable about the names of these various enemies.
Toad Road. I like Toad Road.
Toad Road sounds like a Mario Kart level.
Yes, it does. Not quite as now. To answer a question from our tracker, yes, Hydropower has gone and got his silvers because he just picked them up. And at 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 5 seconds, Cross Product is officially entered go mode. So now he's going to go back out to Link to the Past. Oh, and there's Charge Beam in the Cathedral. That's a nice find.
Ooh. It's nice, but without Plasma, and I don't believe they don't have Wave either, right?
I don't know.
No, I don't. But without the so without Plasma and Wave, it's really Charge Ice is really not going to. It's more the super missiles at this point. That's really all that matters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's just if you run out. because charged ice is gonna do crap for damage on Mother Brain. I'm sorry, Razor. I did not see that earlier. Hydra did not go into Misery Mire, no. But Cross Product is. He's gonna go clear this place out. He's got Silver Arrow, so Vitreous will be cakewalk. I don't know why he decided to take that shot right in the face from the BMOS, but okay, you know, whatever. Wonder if Cross regrets not getting his mail upgrades again.
Those enemies do a lot of damage, those Wizrobes.
I think they do like 4 hearts on green mail. They're obnoxious. And Ganon does like 8, so you can make sure you don't want to give Ganon any hugs when you get there. And are we gonna get ourselves a Godmire? There's a piece of heart on the Bombos tablet. If this is a big key, this is a Godmire, which, knowing that we're in Go mode, it's probably not. Oh, it is a Godmire! I'll be darned!
Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that is a lot of skippability. That miserable, miserable cutscene chest.
Wow. Just wow.
Wow.
That makes this dungeon really easy. Not having to do the left side, which is fire locked, is a pain in the tail. That's right, we're still in the dark.
Oh, right, he hasn't gotten to Ridley, so he doesn't have that lamp, but he's clearly just skilled enough to do the dark rooms.
Yeah, he don't need no lamp. These are some of the hardest dark rooms in the game, too.
Yeah, you have to place that one block on that one spot.
And there's various enemies in here who want to kill you.
Yeah, and he's doing it all with green mail.
Luckily, the traps do 1 heart of damage no matter what mail you're wearing, but the enemies don't. I don't have any idea where cross-product... Oh, cross-product made it to the next room. Meanwhile, Hydrapower is making his dive into Swamp Palace. And cross-product emerges back into the light. However, he is going to go fight Vitreous with 2.5 hearts and I think 1 fairy. Maybe 2 fairies, so this ought to be exciting. He's got 3 fairies? Oh, okay, well, 3 fairies it is. 1 mistake is death, though, because Vitreous does a ton of damage.
That is true. He does have the cape, so could go the cape and the hook shot and the boots, so he's got a lot of fun strategies. Oh, and silver arrows, obviously.
Yeah, silver arrows makes it free.
Yes, that is the easiest.
Most definitely the easiest. With the equipment we have, anyway. I personally like doing butter sword, cape dash strats, but you know, that's just for fun. So that leaves cross product with Desert, Eastern, Ice, Internal Rock to do. Desert's nice and easy because he's right here.
So honestly, it really kind of looks like both runners are pretty much even. They've pretty much completed about the same amount.
Yes, the difference is cross-product is not looking for anything anymore.
Yes.
And Hydropower still is. So Hydropower is going to be full clearing everything, while Cross is just going to be blitzkrieging his way through everything. That definitely gives him the speed advantage, but Hydropower has definitely got the survivability advantage right now. He's got red mail, more hearts. I think he's actually got less E-tanks in Super Metroid, though, so... I mean, depending on his comfortability there, going through Mother Brain with his equipment may be tedious.
That's true.
And Hydropower is opting to go back and check left side swamp, which is unfortunate. This is going to be a time sink that he's not going to be able to afford.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I hate to see it.
It's the thing I like to call the commentator's curse of knowledge.
Yeah.
We know more than they do, and it's unfortunate because we can't. We know we can't help them. We just have to. We're just hapless passengers on this bus towards ruin.
Yes. It still is a close race, and I feel like you figure he either does Meyer next, or he might. He's gonna check Pyramid before he checks Pod or Eastern. Would be my bet.
I would be guessing so. Yes. Maybe not Eastern, because Eastern is full clearable, but he's definitely not going to go into Pod. He didn't flood that key, did he? I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter if you know dive or down, I guess.
Yeah.
Cross Product wants to go back into his dark world right outside of Meyer. He's probably going to go do go clear out Ridley right now.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Now's probably as good of a time as any.
I mean, while you're here. I don't know if we saw Gold Terizo, but we're not going to.
Nope.
Half Magic was on the left side of Swamp, so that's a nice. That's a very nice quality of life item. Not required, but very helpful, especially for Ganon. But with Red Mail, Tempered Sword, you're pretty much set for Ganon anyway.
Yeah, a player of Hydrapower's caliber, the half magic's really just kind of icing on the cake. Get that extra 8 fire rod shots, but it's really not. Nothing else really needed.
I'm willing to bet. Oh, we're gonna get a burb toss. Nope, he's just gonna melt it with the fire rod instead.
Ha.
For the memes, as I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we probably will find a beam or two in Ganon's tower. They like to hide in there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Answer a question in chat. The ice rod is on Pyramid Ledge. And that is the only thing that Hydropower needs to be in go mode.
And this is unfortunate because it looks like he's probably going to clear Fireside of Meyer, the cutscene chest and all of that stuff, even though, as we know, it is a God Meyer.
He doesn't know that, though, unfortunately. He's going to make that play. He has to, because he doesn't know where Ice Rod is.
Yeah.
But these runners are both put on an excellent race today. They're showing us all sorts of new tricks and stuff, and are really executing well. So give these guys a follow.
Yes, and thank you as well to the sponsor of this tournament, Rank One. Go to rank1.global. Check out these runners pages. Hydropower doesn't have a page yet, it looks like, but Cross does, and you can create your own page. It's really like, it's like for speedrunners, retro games, randomizers, all that good stuff. And they were generous enough to give a prize pool to the top winners in this tournament.
Meanwhile, crossproduct's making his way over to Ridley. Hydropower is checking the flame side of Misery, which we haven't seen yet, so there could be something here. Not anything critical, but it could be another quality of life item like more hearts or more energy tanks, plasma, wave, something like that.
And everyone's favorite cutscene chest.
Yep, they all last about the same time, same length of time, but this one just feels longer because you're not seeing anything happen.
Yeah.
I think it's about 30 seconds, maybe? 18 seconds, something like that. I forget the exact number. And down goes Ridley. Is he going to check that chest, or is he just going to leave? He's leaving. He was one room away from getting the dark rooms, the ability to clear dark rooms easier.
Yeah, well, I guess he's just got what? He's got the TR dark room left, and Eastern, but the Eastern Dark Palace, the Eastern ones are very easy.
Yes, the last time he was in the Eastern one, though, he died, so...
That is true, but he had a lot fewer hearts. Yes, I was gonna say, if he had, with the commentator curse, with the knowledge that that lamp was just one door away, probably his value to get it.
Well, both items in Misery Mire were trashed, so there really was nothing useful there.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Leads me to believe that all these quality of life items are either going to be in Pendant Pod or they're going to be up in Ganon's Tower.
GT just hoarding all the beams.
And down goes Vitreous. You blink and you miss it. In this case, you can't blink because it's just an eyeball. Doesn't have an eyelid.
Yeah.
Cross product making his escape from Lower Norfair. Gonna have to get past these three stooges saying no to the shovel. I'm a dad. I got dad jokes all day, boys and girls. Just bad puns. That's all it is. Bad puns. Gonna get a mushroom check from Hydropower. Probably nothing useful here. I'm gonna guess. More health? Yeah, no. Cross product is going to take Frog Speedway to go back to Business Center and be done with Super Metroid. All he has to do is kill Mother Brain, which he probably will do after he kills Ganon.
Yeah, so like also Cross only has got 40 missiles, or 40 supers rather, but I think he's expecting to just find some more ammo in Ganon's tower, which there usually winds up being. And I imagine the missiles he doesn't have are missiles like that he would have had if he didn't die during Brain Loop, basically.
I would presume you're probably right. He's actually going back to Super Metroid right now. Does that mean he's going to go kill Mother Brain right now? He's no other reason for him to be here. That leads me to believe he's going to go to Torian and finish this out.
Guess so.
Interesting choice. I mean, that does make the escape sequence a lot less risky because there's no timer. You just sort of leisurely stroll your way out.
Yeah, you can just chill there. You can just kill Mother Brain and just lie there in that room, talk to the space pirates, get a macchiato, all that stuff.
Go use the restroom, you know.
Enjoy all the awesomeness of Rainbow / Hyper Beam.
I don't personally think this is the best routing decision to make, but I'm not a good runner, so guys, you know, this is what they do. This is what they're good at, and I trust that they know what they're doing. So there's Wave Beam in the Eastern Palace big chest.
Yeah, exactly. He could have just... Well, I don't think he would have checked that chest if he went into...
He needs to go. He needs to go to the dark side anyway, but I don't think he'd go back for the chest. No.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. So he would not get wave, but he might have got. There might be, as said, there might be plasma in Ganon's tower or in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, there's still a lot of checks that have not been we've not seen yet up there. And here is the Armos Knights. 6 arrows later, and there goes the Armos Knights. It was like a 4-second fight.
So they really did not want you to have silvers at that point.
No, they did not. However, you can use the boomerang to kill them, and that's always entertaining.
Yeah.
It takes like 48 hits or some obnoxious number, but it's funny to watch.
And Cross does not get the baby skip.
No, unfortunately, he was trying, but he did not have the ability to break through those blocks. Wave Beam makes the baby skip a lot easier.
Or rather, I guess he gets the baby skip.
Yes, indeed, baby skip. It's very similar to the bar skip in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Which I know we've already talked about you not knowing about much about it, but it's a thing. Bar skip.
I can infer.
Unfortunately, Hydra's making the gamble, thinking that Ice Rod's in its vanilla location on Laser Bridge, and he's going to be disappointed.
This is literally the worst play.
Similar to the Exo skip, and there's the actual Zepatite skip.
Oh,
We're not doing
nice.
we're not doing the Zebotite skip. It's actually the skip. So there we
Using
go.
the ice beam and not the speed booster though. Speed
Ice
booster.
beam's a lot easier to set it up. I'm speaking sarcastically, Malacris. Everybody knows in Rando that the ice rod is always on Laser Bridge when you need it. Except in this case. Now I'm being a smart aleck. That's fair. It could be a fetch quest on Laser Bridge. Although I think we've seen them all, and we haven't seen Powder, so we can still do Magic Bat. We haven't seen the Smith Chain, and we're unlikely to see the Smith Chain. Depends on how far Hydra's willing to go to find this ice beam or this ice rod. Charged ice phaser, I'm guessing, does not do a lot of damage.
No, I do not know the damage table for that, but it cannot be very high.
I'm gonna say it's probably under 300.
Yes.
There's no point in even trying to do the stand-up glitch here. Oh, it's way under 100. It's 180 damage.
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty pitiful for Mother Brain, because I'm assuming she's got a lot of health.
She has 21,000 health.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. No, I take that back. Mother Brain, the brain itself has 3,000 health. Mother Brain has 18,000. The second version of it, the one that's standing up and getting its sucked right now by the Metroid.
And down goes the baby. And now Mother Brain gets to taste the rainbow. Which I think is something in the vicinity of 30 to 40 shots. I don't remember the exact number. I never count. I just shoot until she dies, just like everything else in this game.
Well, strategy usually works pretty well.
It works well in most games, especially if you don't have to worry about ammo conservation. And here we're going to get a look at Mimic Cave from Hydrapower. So far, Total Rock has had, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Cross products gonna get all those fancy shine sparks up the escape shaft, so those are always cool to see. Mimic Cave also holding nothing. And unfortunately, he doesn't get to save the animals, so he just has to leave.
Those poor helpless animals.
Yep, the cannon has been destroyed. Because we know, canonically speaking, those animals do survive the explosion of the planet.
Yes.
Somehow. Hydropower is about to be very disappointed in not finding Ice Rod here. While Cross is finally entering Ice Palace. I presume Cross Product's also going to show us the icebreaker and just drop to the bottom of this place as fast as possible.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Or I could be wrong.
Oh, I guess.
Or no, he's going back to hit the switch. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Ah, okay. Alright, again, this shows you how familiar I am with the icebreaker and the Ice Palace logic of the crystal switches and not when you're skipping ahead rooms.
I have no idea how this works, but it looks cool. Like, I don't understand why that works. It doesn't make any sense, but there it is. And now Hydropower is going to give us a look at the Ether Tablet. Maybe for our Butter Sword? Nope. 5 flying bombs.
Oh, and now he's going to clear Crystal Hera, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well while he's here. But he does, because he doesn't know. And that's the killer.
Yeah.
And down goes Cold Stare. Nice and easy.
Yeah, nicely done.
Especially with just a Master Sword, so...
Yeah, Cross is, it seems like this is Cross's game to lose at this point.
Yeah, unless barring any like catastrophic events, I am fairly confident in Cross Product's ability to eke this one out.
Yeah, maybe he despawns Ganon's tower like 2 times or something.
Don't even joke about that. That's not funny.
I've never seen it, and it's never happened to me because I'm terrified of it and have obviously waited until I hear that click. But has this happened to you?
No, I've never seen it happen either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it happen to myself, and I've never seen it happen on a game or a race.
Yeah.
But I've heard about it. With Tempered Sword, it's just a slash and a spin, and Moldworm goes down. Cross products blitzing his way through Eastern Palace. He's just got to do Eastern and Turtle Rock, and then he'll be done with this. And yeah, here we go through the dark rooms that he died in earlier.
There we go. Nicely avoided this time.
And Hydropower is gonna go check Pedestal. He's hoping he does not see the ice rod here. And he's happy to see that it's not there, at least. So it looks like now he's gonna go check the shovel and then probably do the Pyramid Fairy. And along the way, he's gonna see the Pyramid Ledge and be and go.
I hope so. Good old double fetch quest action. The shovel unlocking the powder.
Wow, that kind of despawn of the entire tower really does suck. Because you have to go back and you have to mirror out. So that ruins the whole tower. That sucks! What causes that? Is that going through a transition while a door closes at the same time or something like that?
Yeah, it's something along those lines. It's basically like when that torch is unlit and that door closes, and it's going through that going up that staircase at that same time.
That's terrifying.
Is he going for pod?
Yeah, he's gonna look everywhere except for where he needs to go. He's gonna go where the items are most dense and not check the one-offs that is actually be more profitable for him.
Yeah, no, that definitely it is a rational move. It is. We just know it's not the right move.
It's unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, Cross is going to make the final ascent of Death Mountain. And here we go into the final dungeon of our Cross's run is going to be Turtle Rock, the worst dungeon. Well, no, I can't say it's the worst. It's not that bad. Ice Palace sucks.
Yeah, it's
Turtle Rock's not so.
Yeah, and Turtle Rock, there's not really that much out of the way, like to full clear it versus doing extra stuff. Like you pretty much have to do there's like one or two chests you can skip, but it pretty much is like not that much extra effort to go through it versus full clearing.
I would agree. I hate seeing this. That Hydropower was doing such a good job in this race, and seeing him missing that one item is unfortunate. Especially knowing where where it is. That's really just terrible. And he's most likely going to full clear pod, which is even worse. However, Cross is on green mail, and those crystal rollers do 3 hearts per hit, so they are very deadly.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to climb GT with just. I mean, he's got a lot of hearts, but only that green mail. So
And there's a lot of things in Ganon's Tower that do hurt significantly.
he's got a few fairies, and he's got the swag net to catch a few more in GT if need be.
There is a reason why they give you the red mail, and the Hokuboku's there. They do like 4 or 5 hearts worth of damage, and as we can see, just completely killed him outright.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they do 6 damage. Excuse me, 6 hearts.
Yes, the chain chomps.
Woo! Oh yeah, they're coming up too. I think it's less than 6 because he just had 7. So
yeah, I think the chain chomps do 6.
Yeah, try again. Yep, they definitely ate his face. He's got 2 more chances to get through this room.
Oh.
You got a damn. Jeez, those chain chomps are so rude.
Again, still don't understand. Ganon should have just surrounded himself with some of these chain chomps.
The chain chomps would be perfect because you can't kill them. They're there. Oh, all right. Well, somewhere along the line, Hydropower picked up the Butter Sword. I'm guessing he found that in Pod, which will make Ganon even easier. But now it's. Oh yeah, you said that, didn't you, Razor? I should pay attention to chat more. Razor's got way more knowledge about the happenings in game than I do because I'm watching 2 screens, and I suppose they are too. I'm just bad. And more Hokubokus, yay! He can die instantly here if he's not careful. Also, Cross has to do Master Sword Ganon, which is going to be gross on green mail.
Yeah. He at least has the silvers.
Yeah, but getting to phase 4 is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, that's true. But he's got all the weird crafty stuff, like with the, cape and being dashing and hook shots and the red block with the cane. All those fun things to make spin strats a little bit easier. But it still is very frustrating.
If he didn't have so much recoil of hitting Ganon, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
You hit him, you get knocked back almost as far as a Beamos. Man, Cross is. Why didn't he just use? I was gonna say, why didn't he just use the hookshot to get across? But then you realize he needs the cane in the next room, so that's unfortunate. And Hydropower took down Dino Kitty so fast I didn't even see Dino Kitty. So
yeah.
And yeah, he's going to go take that green pen and destroy the Sahasrara, and we're going to see Plasma Beam.
One can hope.
Nope. Even
All
worse,
right.
a bloopy. Cross is realizing he's in a little bit of trouble here. I don't know where he is at. There, okay, so he's in the middle now. Oh no. I don't think he has any more fairies. So that's going to bring him back to the big chest room.
Oh man! And
If
to
only
think,
he had gone to the room behind Ridley.
literally one room away.
And yeah, now we're going to see a Smith chain from Hydropower because why not? Smith
Oh,
chain,
no.
Peg Cave, man. At this point, I think he feels behind. That's why he's making all these gambles. Or I guess they're not really gambles. They make sense. So
Yeah, I guess once you like, if you got things in the reverse order that he did with the glove, with each respective glove, like maybe you would sort of think to do the Smith chain first, and so maybe he thought that Cross has already done the Smith chain. Like, you always assume the worst. You always assume when you're playing these that like your opponent has done the exact opposite things you've done and has made
it is
progress.
way ahead of you. Yeah, that's
Yes.
and
And
luckily Cross Product took a safety save or safety door here at the laser bridge because those lasers, I think they do 4 hearts of damage on green mail. So I don't know why he was gonna check them. Maybe he took that death intentionally to get a refill.
oh, that's possible.
Because he's going to get his full magic refill here. He has to be careful, though, because if he runs out of magic fighting Trinex, he's going to have to either mirror out or die. Alright, and it looks like Hydropower is finally going to get himself over to the pyramid ledge. He's going to drop the bomb off. He's going to see that the ice rod's on the ledge there and bail, because then he's going to be in go mode.
Probably slash his sword in frustration a little bit too.
Oh, I'm betting so. And down goes the ice head, which is usually the head you see die second, but you don't want to get the floor dirty when you don't have enough magic. Oh no. There's the end. He's gonna have to come back.
Ooh.
And Hydropower is standing there in frustration, just looking like, you gotta be kidding me.
Huh.
And off he goes to Turtle Rock. A cross product has 3 hearts to kill Trinex with, which I don't think, 4 hearts, excuse me, which gives you absolutely no mistakes, because Trinex hits like a truck.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Just don't get hit by that main head, because it's mean. does he have enough room? Does he have enough for magic for one more shot? Woo, baby! He's so close. So last bit of magic, he managed to hit the head. Perfect.
That was very much clutching it out.
And down goes Trinex. Very, very good kill there. Very good execution from Cross on that fight. That is the 7th crystal. So that does provoke us to have our new guessing game. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower where the big key can be located. You can pick a number between 1 and 22 and put it in chat.
Yes, unlike some of the Link to the Past tournaments, there's no official bot and/or prize generator, but it is still the knowledge and the bragging rights among this chat that is worth it.
Yep. Usually we'll just call your name out, and that's about. That's basically it. We'll say congratulations, you win, and you usually get a endless supply of Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer seeds by going to samus.link. So, those are always a nice prize.
Now available in multi-world flavor.
Yeah, those are fun. Multi-world's a great time. Just the logic kind of sucks.
Oh yes.
So chests 1 and 2 not having what we're looking for. Oh my goodness, it's on the torch. The first time I've ever seen the big key on the torch. Holy cow.
Chest 3.
Number 3. And the person to come closest to 3 would be either Razor Flamecoon, our tracker, or oh boy,
That would be
Retina. Retina, that RETNUHYTNUOB. I don't know how to say that name, but Retina.
It's Bounty Hunter backwards.
Oh, so it is.
Okay. Well, Reverse Bounty Hunter.
Reverse Bounty Hunter.
Or however you pronounce your name, you are correct. Or the closest to correct.
Depends on if we're going by Price is Right rules or not.
Oh, true.
It's Bounty Hunter backwards. That's a good call. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Clever name.
Very good. Made me look like an idiot on stream too, because I had to read it backwards. Oh man. Oh, I feel stupid.
Starting to too. I was like, I'm glad he's reading it, so I don't have to read it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it. Technically, wouldn't the bounty giver be the prey? Because hunters hunt prey.
Yeah, the bounty giver would be like the shit, like the local precinct that would award the bounty, right?
Yeah, the bounty guild.
Yeah.
Until you steal a baby Yoda and then cause all sorts of havoc from there.
Yes.
Cross making it look easy going through the gauntlet with just Master Sword and Green Mail. I say that as he gets to this terrible room with, a treadmill and 2 BMO statues on it. As a reminder, it does look like it's going to be close, but cross product does not have to do Mother Brain, as he's already killed it, whereas Hydrapower still has to go through Turian.
Yeah, it is a full ending dungeon, quote unquote. But Cross also does only have that green mail.
Yes, which could lead to deaths to Ganon, but I doubt it. Cross product is a very talented runner, so we'll see.
Yeah.
He's been doing great with execution here,
Yeah,
and so is Hydra for that matter.
Yeah, they both. The execution has been on point from both players.
And unfortunately, the Ice Rod Hunt, which gets runners a lot, is what really put the nail in the coffin for Hydra.
Yeah, if you've never been gotten by the Ice Rod Hunt, you probably haven't been playing the randomizers.
Or at least not played enough of them.
Exactly.
And if you're looking for more SMZ3 action on the other channels, I believe, as it says in chat, there is another race going on in SpeedGaming 2. So as soon as you're done with this one, we're probably going to raid that channel, or there could be another race on here. I will have to go look and see.
Yeah, there is a full slate of races this weekend. A lot of SMZ3 tournament action going on.
Yes, Razor Flame Coon is right. The next race at SpeedGaming 2, which starts 2 minutes ago, was Amarith versus Ace Zero.
Oh,
and then tonight at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, US, is Cheesenator versus Dragon Darch.
Amarith versus Ace Zero, both of those players are the players who lost respectively to these players, to Cross and Hydrapower. And Hydrapower versus Ace Zero, that was a close race. That was like about a minute finish. That was pretty impressive. So if you do want to rewatch races, that's definitely a good one to rewatch.
And down goes Trolldorm. We're going to see his final possession is just a burrito. And now we come to everybody's favorite geometry fight. Not to be confused with a geography fight.
Or a geology fight.
Or geology, yeah. Geology would be interesting. You throw rocks. That was a nice triple. Oh, and this looks like it's going to be another good... oh, maybe not. Triple-double, one more hit, and that's game over for Aghanim. And there's Screw Attack at the top of Ganon's tower. That's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Agonometry. Yeah, I like that. I've seen that before, but I didn't pull it out of my brain fast enough. Apparently, we picked up powder somewhere along the lines, too. I have no idea where that was.
Powder was at Shovel, because of course it was.
because of course it was. Yeah, exactly. And now we face the Big Pig. Don't stand so close to me. Now with Master Sword, you've got to do 12 spins per phase. And then 4 spins to get it through phase 3. Or, excuse me, 12 spins for phase 1 and 2, 4 for phase 3. And with Silver Arrows, we only need to do phase 4 and phase 4. So, Cross Product's taking it very cautiously because one hit will take off more than half of his life. He's successfully through phase 1. Now he's got to get through the Fire Bat phase. Using that hookshot for them invincibility strats, or invincibility frames, is always nice.
Yeah, that hookshot is a clever item.
Meanwhile, while we've been watching, Hydrapower is suddenly sneaking up and going to fight Ganon as well. Man, if it wasn't for that hook shot, that would have hurt. Ho! And speaking of hurt, ow, that's painful. Oh, he's got a fairy! Yay! Hydropower already passed phase 1 Ganon and on to phase 2. Butter Sword, I think it's just 6 hits, so it's a lot faster. Of course, he's also got red mail, so it doesn't hurt anywhere near as bad.
No. And again, it's really a shame to think about. Like, based on where they are and everything like that, this would be so close. This would be a neck-and-neck race if he hadn't, even if he just skipped Pod, if that Ice Rod hadn't dipped Turtle Rock. But
yes, you're absolutely right. Because I mean, he's pulling ahead in the Ganon fight very easily with the loadout he has. He missed the torch glitch, but that's okay. He's got half magic. He's got plenty. And he gets a double, so everybody get your single G's in chat for Hydropower, who's taking down the big pig, and all he has to do now is cross this treacherous 1x3 bridge.
I realized we never had G's in chat for cross-completing Super Metroid.
No,
but also
we
it's
didn't.
because it's weird and it doesn't feel like it's complete because of the whole, escape sequence not being there.
Ooh, he almost got a silverless hit in there, and here we go. There we go. Get your GGs in chat for cross product.
GG.
I don't have the ability to give the official SR all time because I don't have that pulled up, but I'll give you what's approximate. It's going to be about 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 17 seconds. He's going to come in first place on the restream during this race. GGs to Cross. We'll see if we can get him in here for an interview. That was a grind. Now we're joined by Hydropower and here comes Cross into the chat. GG's Cross.
Hey, thanks, man.
So, tell me, how do you feel about this seed?
Oh, the seed was great. I tried to live the dream. I tried to do the Bryn Star skip, but it just didn't pay off. It led to a double dip wreck ship. But what are you gonna do? The seed was fine. I think my biggest disappointment was the loss to Trinex. Fortunately, I didn't have faith in myself, and I took the safety exit. That one hurt. The death in what was it? The Climb Supers. That was something that really shouldn't have happened, since I had the ammo to kill the bubblegum dudes, and there was no reason to die there. I knew that it was a big risk, but I thought that I had it. It was just hubris, and it cost me a ton. Not only did I lose the progress that I had, but I had to be really skimpy on running back and picking up items. So I picked up a ton of stuff. That was a save from top of Red Tower, full clearing the Bryn Star, which I had skipped earlier, which was probably dumb, all the way up to the Climb Supers.
And so you sacrificed both of your mail upgrades, several power bombs.
The power bombs hurt. I think if I had more power bombs, I would have checked Tool earlier with the Crystal Flash clip. But since I got grapple and checked them anyway, it didn't really make too much of a difference. The mail upgrades definitely hurt. Not having those, and maybe I would have gone for stand up if I kept the X-ray scope. But yeah, I got the speed booster in the mirror, and I just completely whooshed straight out of my brain was the fact that I had picked up Quake in that run as well. And that didn't come back to bite me, so that was fortunate. That was sheer luck. Just.
I also want to welcome hydrapower78 into the chat. GG's Hydra.
Thank you very much. Mistakes were made, gentlemen. Mistakes were made.
How about that ice rod?
Sometimes you can't help routing mistakes, but execution mistakes like I had today they just feel really bad.
Oh, the regret, because I had such a good plan. You know, the plan was to, well, I mean, the whole seed was like two extremes for me. So it was completely linear at first, through a bunch of Super Metroid, which is not good for me because I'm really bad at Metroid and Cross is not. So I'm like, well, I'm bleeding time all over the place here. And
Little did you know, I died in Metroid and lost 10 minutes.
Yeah, you were doing really good on the Metroid.
fair enough. And so I'm just thinking like, well, this ain't good. But I had the plan coming out of Meridia, like, all right, we're just gonna do a Dark World loop here as if we had done Aghanim, and just go from there. And I didn't include the pyramid. I'm like, nah, I'll just take the whirlpool. It's fine.
Oh,
What could possibly
man.
happen? And if only I had done the pyramid, I would have had, I believe, Varia Suit Go mode, which I can't do Hellrun, so it's Varia Suit Go mode for me. And then I would have been off, and we would probably be talking a much different time here. But no, I didn't do it, so regrets.
I think the most interesting thing that could have happened in this seed was that I don't get Varia Suit. So I had picked up the Gold Glove in K45, and that was my go mode. I said to myself, if I have to route back into Brinstar and pick up those power bombs to do a suitless Norfair, then that's what I'm gonna do. And one of the very few locations I even bothered to look for stuff, and I was looking for some good stuff. Like I wanted another sword, I wanted Varia Suit. I could have used a lamp as well, as if you watched the restream, you would know. But like Varia Suit was in Super Bunny, which was like the only reason I went up to Death Mountain was because I needed to know what medallion was required, because I had knowledge of all three medallions, but only had her at the time. So I was like, well, let me scope out and see what Turtle Rock needs. And I just happened to go through Super Bunny on the way and get Varia Suit. And that was just like, that was the stupidest luck I could have gotten, because I was full on committed to a suitless LN at that point.
Little did you know that you walked right past the lamp behind Ridley.
Yeah, it was.
It was behind Ridley?
Yeah, that was
Ridley was guarding the
lamp.
lamp.
In reality, I shouldn't have needed it. I had already done Misery Mire. Like, messing up in the dark room in Turtle Rock just feels stupid bad, especially when you're looking at a map while doing it. And I actually died in that room. Fortunately, I had checked the big chest, so I didn't lose a ton of progress in T-Rock. But yeah, I just my late game, I can do this. Just I was wrong. I mean, basically I can. So like, I thought I can do this, but reality told me you can do this in 2 tries. That was really the moral of this seed.
Painful lesson to learn sometimes.
See, and I have the opposite problem because, like I said, I'm not good at Metroid, so I play extremely conservatively. I don't know if you guys are NFL football fans at all, but they talk about quarterbacks who are game managers, which is a diplomatic way of saying, well, he kind of sucks, but if we give him like a really simple plan, then he probably isn't going to throw the game away for us. So that's me. I'm a Super Metroid game manager, so I just try to play efficiently and not worry about all this flashy tech everybody's doing, and just try not to die like ever. So I was actually feeling a little nervous about Lower Norfair with only 5 tanks, because for me that's still not really enough. But I managed to pull out the fight, and not dying. Dying is very bad. Let's not die. So, but yeah, the man that ice rod.
You didn't tell me that before the race. Oh man.
Well, now you know. Now I just have to know. Yeah, no, I have a lot more experience in Link to the Past. I don't have that much experience with Super Metroid, and I don't get to play the combo as much as some other people do. I can probably only play it like once or twice a week, so I may never be really very good at it. But like I said, I just try to be efficient.
Dude, I'm glad you're here. Like, I love to see all these people branching out and moving into the combo rando. It's really cool to see some new faces and some more people to play multi-world with.
Absolutely, I love multis. Multis are the best part of the SMZ3 universe right now.
For the next couple weeks.
Key
Sanity is happening very soon.
Key Sanity is going to be, insane.
Yeah, it's cool that we have 95 entrants. That's fantastic. I mean, you watch the weeklies, you see the same dudes all the time. You might think like 10 people play this game, but there's a lot of people that throw their hat in the ring, and I think there's a wide variety of skill levels on display, which makes it really interesting to watch. Because you got the superstars who are great at both games, and you got some people who are good at one and kind of average at the other, and so it's just kind of really interesting. So, yeah. I really enjoy playing it, and it's one of the most challenging things I've ever played. So I really like it, and I'll just keep at it. Depending on that. Go ahead.
As Tracy does say in Twitch chat, there's not just guys who play it. There's some ladies too. we don't want to anger the crazy Tracy lady.
Yeah.
She'll come out of Minnesota and beat our butts. But anyway, I always have a question for every runner I talk to. Both of you guys, cross first. What's your favorite and least favorite part of the race?
My favorite part was stumbling upon Varia suit when I really wasn't looking for it. My least favorite part was going wreck ship before Brinstar. And the reason I hated that, so normal SMZ3 runner, play this game often enough to know I don't really want to check Brinstar with only 5 power bombs. It's really limited. You have to farm a lot. 5 power bomb Brinstar is no. All right, I'll do wreck ship first, and then I'm gonna go do Brinstar. But there was a power bomb pack in Edicoons. There was a power bomb pack in Reserve Tank. There was a power bomb pack at 230 missiles. They were just all over the place on the left side of the map. That's what irritated me more than anything in the sea.
And then you lost them all when you died. The same question for you, Hydra.
I bet you can guess what the least favorite part of this
Yeah, I have a feeling that it has something to do with an ice rod.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Ice rod hunt's so great. Imagine looking for it across 2 games instead of 1.
Oh, no.
If you haven't had to do that
and
yet...
you've done that, literally have the shirt.
If you haven't done that yet, you haven't been playing enough SMZ3.
Oh, no, it happens all the time. It's really frustrating, but there's nothing you can do about it other than just try to be efficient. And I know I was trying to do the Galaxy Brain portal saves, but it was not just not happening. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite part, honestly. I felt like I didn't. I mean, I felt like I botched a bunch of things, but I guess my time would have been like 3:15. That's not bad. We could have, we're okay with that time. So I mean, I'm just happy to participate and play here. I find I get kind of energized here in tournaments and like being on the stream. I know some people get like turny nerves and stuff and get worried about it, but I don't know. I kind of get into it, so I'm just happy to
Awesome.
be
I'm more on the nerve side, but it's cool that people really thrive under the pressure like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely still
work under
nerves, but
pressure.
it's
That's
kind of good nerves.
I'm
Sorry,
also
what?
pretty sad that I did not get a sub 3. Like, I don't know if I've actually ever gotten a sub 3 in SMZ3, like, just based on the seeds that I get. But this was definitely a sub 3 situation for me, and my execution just added an extra 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, definitely. Hydra, you were, for the most part, you were in the lead for a long time. You were the first one to get your gloves and first one to get your moon pearl and all that other stuff. And then the ice rod hunt is what really put you behind, because we knew where it was. We're like, go to pyramid, and you're like, I'm going to go to pod, and then I'm going to go to Terra. I'm like,
plays
oh,
there.
no,
That's the thing. Like,
exactly. The plays were perfectly rational, logical plays, because you're like, there's 1 check on the pyramid versus 6 checks in pod. I mean, obviously you're going to go for the more checks, but it was just like we knew as commentators, we're like, no.
And I mean, it wasn't even just the 1 check. I was considering like Smith Chain and then Pyramid Bomb as like all one thing, but the routing there was influenced by trying to save the portal. So that's why I went to Hera and Ether Tablet, and then I went to check the PED just to see if it was there, and it wasn't there. And then some other Light World. And then my plan was, if it was going to be in Palace of Darkness, is to just take a death in the Dark Overworld afterwards, because that puts you back to a spawn point where you can go to the mountain and keep your portal, because the portal doesn't disappear at that point. It only disappears on a save and quit or a mirror. But once it wasn't in pod, then I just abandoned that idea. And then, hey, look, I found it 2 minutes later. Yay. So, yeah, I mean, again, perfectly reasonable plays, and it's just a needle in a haystack, and what can you do?
sometimes you just get randoed, as my friend Sinus says.
Yeah, it happens.
Rando's gonna rando, man.
Sometimes it's taketh, and sometimes it giveth, and today it did not giveth. So, but GG to Cross, I really enjoyed playing against him. It was fun. I'm excited to watch it back and see how everything went. And I think I'm going to heat up some leftover pizza and grab a beverage and tune on over to SpeedGaming 2 to watch my fellow group mates here face an elimination game, Ace Zero and Amrith. So thank you guys for your commentary today and tracking and everything. So appreciate it. And GG again, crossproduct.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG, and thanks for commentating and tracking.
You are welcome, and that will be the end of this lovely race. As they said, we do have another race going on right now on SpeedGaming 2, so that's probably a place to go. Also, give a run to the followers. Give a follow to the runners,
Yes.
and if you want to, you can follow myself and Cheese and Flame Coon, or Razor Flame Coon as well, who's our tracker who had to leave as soon as the race was over. But with that, GG's to both of you. You guys put on a great show, and I guess we will all see you next mission.
Yes.